Good evening to you. Thank you for taking the time to join our event. I am Hong Chiu. I am the AACO Youth Program Chair. AACO is a 501c3 nonprofit organization founded in 2017 with a mission to educate, engage, and empower the API community. Through community engagement, public service internship, civic leadership development, and public policy advocacy. So we not only have a voice, but we also have a seat at the table. If you would like to support us, please consider becoming a member and or donate to us at aaco.org. You can see that on the flyer. So on the screen, you'll see the poll. We have about 18 people also completed the poll. Please continue to take a second to get that finished. We'll share the result very soon. Tonight's event will be around 60 minutes with about 30 to 45 minutes presentation, followed by 10 to 15 minutes Q&A. So apologize for the technical difficulty. Please use the Q&A function on Zoom to raise your questions. Now, we are very grateful to Nan Li for taking the time to speak to the community about the ongoing AI revolution. Nan is a seasoned data analytics and AI executive, industry thought leader, and speaker with 20+ years of experience, leading large teams in Fortune 500 companies across insurance, financial services, and healthcare, such as Nationwide Insurance, Bread Financial, and Cardinal Health. She has championed the vision, strategy, execution, and governance of enterprise advanced analytics and AI initiatives, designed and implemented enterprise-wide AI analytics and data solutions, covering nearly every facet of the field. So beyond AI, Nan is deeply passionate about psychology and advancements for human-centric AI leadership and founded the AI Leadership Academy. She empowers companies and individuals to navigate the AI revolution with confidence, bridging technology and human insights for lasting impacts. So Nan, it's very good to see you here. And because of our topic, I want to just do a little quick kind of a fun game to let people know that we are going to capture you to ask you a quick question or two to ensure that you are a human rather than an AI avatar here.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, let's start with the first one. Do you like coffee or tea?
I like tea. I really drink coffee. I like the natural stimulus versus the artificial stimulus from outside. Actually, I drink actual water most time.
Awesome. What about if you go on vacation? Do you like beach or mountain, and why?
I like mountain because mountain give you challenges higher, so want to climb to a higher place. The same thing true for my family. So when they see a rock, we see a mountain, we love to climb up.
It's very funny. Thank you so much. Really glad that you can take the time to speak with us. You know, the question that's on everybody's minds that now that AI is here, you know, how can we remain to be human? How can we stay relevant? You know, not only survive this AI revolution, but also how do we strive it? So now the floor is yours. Let me stop sharing.
Let me first, share the poll results.
So here's the result. Can everybody see? First one.
No, we can't. Can you share? It was on, here we go, yeah.
Here's the AI poll.
No, just you're sharing one, you're sharing individual answers. Oh, okay.
Excited. So the main thing is excited. What's your experience with using AI? We have some advanced and experts over here. Most people are beginners. And then the third question is, what's your experience level with using AI? I think majority are beginner. Oh, sorry, that's wrong one here. what AI tool do you use the most? So undoubtedly it's a ChatGPT. Okay, all right. Now the floor is yours, Nan.
All right, and thank you, Hong, for the introduction and the fun question. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar today. With the advancement AI and what's going on, I really like use this webinar to increase awareness of AI revolution and give you some practical, I would say, learnings from my experience and give you some guidance on how to navigate this change in this revolution. So I'm going to share my screen first. You all see my screen now?
Yes.
So tonight, I'm going to guide you through the exploration of economic revolution, look at how AI has impacted us, and also provide some strategy framework for adoption. So we're going to talk about how did we get here? What does it mean to us? What can we do about it? And how does the future look like? So first, we have to clarify definition. What is AI and what can we do, what it can do? Of course, when you have a question right now, the natural place is just type the question in the AI tool. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Pull up whatever AI tool you like to use and type in this question. And you can contrast to see whether you get the same answer, similar answer that I have. So my definition of AI is artificial intelligence is a field of computer science focused on creating systems that's capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence, either in decision-making or taking actions. There are many different types of human intelligence or tasks AI can actually complete right now. First, AI can learn from each other. That's why it's called machine learning. AI can reason and can break down the things. And AI can perceive. That's like the image recognition, right? Voice recognition. It can perceive the environment. It can analyze the data. That's where we're very familiar with data analysis, predict modeling that's using AI to analyze the data and predict the future. AI can also automate the process, like using AI agents. Most recently, because the development of generative AI is first time AI able to create new artifacts, new contents, new images, new video. That's what attract attention to us about AI is ability to generate something new. Before it can only predict or summarize what happened in the past. Now it's creating something new that's fascinating. AI can also understand the languages. That's why you have natural language processing, natural language understanding, and a language translation. Right now, if we go to a different country, we don't worry about not understanding the different languages. AI can also be working in conjunction with robots, the robotics, humanoid. We've seen actually a lot happening in China already. So AI can do a lot of things. AI actually, the term was started in 1950s. But back then, because of limited data, limited computing power, and the things we have to interact with in machine languages, AI wasn't very popular. But now, because now we can interact AI using natural language, that's using English, using Chinese, whatever language we prefer, and get answer in the same human language, that's what made AI so popular now. Of course, the popular AI comes in many forms, but the one we are most familiar with is the chatbot type. On the right are the most popular chatbots. I call them general purpose chatbots. And we can see from the poll, people have used most are ChatGPT followed by DeepSeek. But other chatbots actually have the unique strengths and unique functionalities. So after talking about what is AI, let's talk about how did we get here? How did we get into the AI revolution in 2025? So you can see on my screen, I use different AI tools to generate this presentation. This image was generated by ChatGPT. And this chart summarizing the revolution of economies of past, present, and future was generated with the cloud tool. Nice thing about the cloud is it can output objects visualization with very good context. It's different than picture generation using DALL-E. And this one has meaning to that. This summarizes how the economy evolves over time from pre-industrial revolution prior to 1760 when industrial revolution took place through the current digital revolution and the future. And in every revolution, every economy, the key to the economy is supply and demand. People always chasing after what's in high demand, what's most scarce, what's most important. If you have the skills that's in high demand, that's scarce, you will always have a job. You will make a lot of money. So let's dive into this. Starting with agrarian age or the agriculture, prior to 1760, land was a primary source. People, what's most scarce was food. We're trying to solve the food scarcity problem. So if you have land, you know how to grow crops, you make a lot of money. So food, crops, livestock dominate the trade. Simple tools were in demand. So back then, if you're a farmer, if you own land, you own livestock, right? You will be the king. But since the Industrial Revolution, thanks to the Agricultural Revolution, actually we solved the food scarcity problem. Now people move on to say, I want to own more things like shelter, machines, better clothing, better things we can play with. That's where we entered into Industrial Revolution age from 1760s to 1970s, about 200 years. That's where instead of making things using our hands, they start using machines to make things. And the crucial resources are the raw materials, coal, iron for energy, factory that fuel the factory growth, mass productions everywhere. The skills in high demand in those 200 years were engineering, manufacturing, right? If you are skilled shoemakers, or you're a good tailor, or you know how to operate machines, you will be in high demand. So after the 200 years of Industrial Revolution, our ability to produce goods, products has significantly increased. Now the products become abundant. Then people starting seeking for better services. That's when we entered into the service economy from 1970s to 2000. What's the crucial resource to talk about the supply demand? There, people were seeking for better services, better relationship with companies. That's where skilled laborers, knowledge workers, professionals enter into space, like lawyers, accountants, doctors, and even customer service representative. People are looking for personalized service. They're seeking professional advice from those knowledge workers. So that when it came to United States, I remember a tax accountant was in high demand. Then after Y2K, we solved the problem and also the invention of personal computer and advancement in cloud computing and vast availability of data. We enter into in the information age from 2000 to 2024. In this 24 years, mostly actually past 24 years, we've experienced, we talk about data-driven economy, we talk about the insights-driven business, right? Data, software, cloud computing, big data were those the big jazz words we're here a lot. And what skills was in high demand during those 20 plus years? Coding, programming, software engineering, insights, business reporting, now then eventually data scientist was called as the sexist job in the 21st century, but that didn't last for the whole century. And the popular services was software, right? Initially on-prem software, then software in the cloud, then software as a service. Online platforms starting flourishing. AWS entered the prime time during that time. Digital content starting reigning the supreme. And that's most we lived in the past 2 decades. During this, the introduction of a smartphone, particularly iPhone, completely changed dynamics and how we interact with each other and how we behave. And also social media platforms starting to flourish. We change how we interact with each other, how we communicate with each other, and we rely on smartphone, smart social media, other apps to sell our products, to promote our businesses, our messages, and interact each other. Actually, a lot of have stopped talking on the phone. We only chat through text, or we communicate through apps. In this age, what was scarce was attention. Remember back then we solved the food problem. We have plenty of food right now. We have a lot of products, manufactured by the machines. Service was getting better. And the data become abundant. There's so much data, we put a big data problem, but people were vying for attention, particularly individual attention. That's where we saw so many social media influencers became really popular. Now, this continues today and will continue in the future, but how they attract attention will change with introduction of AI. Now, in 2025, we've officially entered the age of AI, the age of intelligence and automation. What's scarce in this time period will be creative human capitals, will be highly valued because knowledge is abundant, right? We don't have to do anything. The artificial intelligence understands all the knowledge human has available on the internet. Machines, robots will make things. We starting feel hungry for genuine human interaction and human creativity. So what's the skills needed for today and in the future will be critical thinking, creativity, and a complex problem solving. Currently, AI can solve problems that's in certain contexts or break down by steps handled by different agents. But when they become very complex, very conceptual, contextual, it has to rely on human. But that might change in the future. And the future products will be personalized services and sustainable solutions. I will talk about in the next few slides. So what does it mean to us? Now we've entered into AI age. First, let's talk about AI's impact on humans. Thanks to Hong, I like human psychology. I want to look at things holistically, not just from technological perspective, but also from a human interaction psychologically. So let's look at how AI or technology impact human, socially, emotionally, economically, and professionally. Socially, AI assistant interaction and process will become everywhere. Even in today's webinar, we're recording this using AI companion, right? Emotionally, as I will ask you questions, some people feel afraid, feel anxious, feel uncertain. But other groups of people, they feel optimistic. They feel there's a lot of opportunity. It's so exciting to be able to use so many tools. Economically, definitely we see the rise of the high tech and the consolidation of powers. And there's lots of new opportunities. There's so many new AI startups right now. And you can also see the reorganization, realignment of industrial sectors over time. And professionally, some people feel AI will help us improve productivity. We become AI augmented workers. On the other side, we've seen massive layoffs, right? Not just isolated in the tech sectors, it's across the country and maybe impact across the world. Another thing we see is the rise of solopreneurships. One person, because they can use AI tools, AI agents, they become a company of one, but capable of managing all the business tasks. So let's dive into this. Like I said, I like human psychology. Let's first talk about what do humans really enjoy doing. And here's the honeycomb. Humans separate us from animals, other things is first, we have our own value and beliefs. The value beliefs actually drive our behavior, drive our actions, drive our decisions, even drive how we interact with each other. On the outside, we like to think, that's we have a brain. We like to communicate what we're thinking about. that started impact, we feel the environment. Through the communication, actually, we feel how we connect with each other. And we're social animals. We like to bond with each other. At the same time, we like to do things, right? Either physically or mentally, we like to do things. And we're a learning species. That separates us from animals. We learned how to use tools, and we'll continue in reinventing better tools like artificial intelligence. But how does technology impact human behavior on all these honeycombs? This is what happened, right? With the introduction of computer, cell phones, social medias, and various technologies. Actually, number one, we stop thinking. Because now AI has all the knowledge human has, and even can do reasoning. Our brain might become lazy. Actually, they have been studied done by Microsoft. Regular use of AI might have impeded our critical thinking abilities. We change how we talk about how we change or how we communicate with each other, right? We stop talking to face. Also, this has been impacted by COVID. Now we move to virtual world like we are doing right now, but enable us to actually talk to more people at the same time. But smartphone and social medias, we don't talk to people face to face anymore. And because we don't practice social skills, sometimes we feel awkward when we see people face to face. And now with the metaverse, the virtual environment, VA, all those goggles, we into a virtual world, but sometimes we feel lonely and depressed. And even though the social media connect us through Facebook, for Instagram, through LinkedIn, from WeChat, all this, sometimes we feel isolated. Those connections are not strong enough. Those connections do not feel real. On the other side, if you look at we used to do things, we have to walk to catch a bus. We have to walk to buy things. We have to run, in the old days to get things. Now, with a click of things, we can order food. We can call, Uber. Later on, we can probably call the autonomous driving cars. So we stop using our physical things to accomplish things. AI agents and robots will do majority of the work. We become sedentary. And obesity actually became a national, actually public health crisis in the United States. And also AI changed how we learn. Right now, you probably feel frustrated. Most of us used to be knowledge workers. We were proud of the knowledge and skill we've acquired. But now AI has all the knowledge human has ever acquired in the history, right? Then we feel, how can we compete with AI? Sometimes we don't think anymore. We just say, let's ask ChatGPT and they give me the answer. And we stop exercising our brains. This sounds pessimistic. I'm sorry, but there is hope. So what shall we focus on now? Instead of the individual hexagon, actually, let's focus on the connection between them. First is inside value and belief, we have purpose. There are so many famous books have been written about the human life is about chasing a purpose. We live for a purpose, and everyone has a purpose. The purpose is what drives us together, what makes us want to live every day. If you look at the outside of the honeycomb, between think and communicate, that's called articulation. Is that we decide how and what we want to communicate to each other. Between think and do, that's important skill called decision making. That is still true right now in the AI age. AI can think, AI can search results, AI can reason, but AI will not make a decision for you. At least right now, none of the chatbot tools actually dare to do so. Between doing and learning, that's called innovation. Right now, AI actually, behind the AI model is a statistical model based on averages. They give you most likely answers. But if you want to beat others, you want to do something new, you cannot just rely on AIs. You have to think outside the box. And the human have to continue innovate. Let's look at the right side between communicate and feel. It's called empathy. That's unique to human. Empathy is beyond just language because we have all 5 senses. We can feel the heat. We can feel when somebody touches you. We can feel how they communicate. But AI message, it's, even though have voice message you choose, you can feel it's robotic, right? It's not real human. And between feel and connect, that's called bonding. I think that's critical for human. Now, this one starting actually to AI started enrolling in this place because there's AI companion right now. People feel they can bond with AI more than real human. I think that's a pro and con side. The pro side right now is actually the AI chatbot is overtaking the therapist job faster than expected. People feel they have more privacy and anonymity, and they are instantly available, always available 24/7. But their downside is you don't know what they're going to spit out, particularly with use. I'll be very careful, right? Monitor what kind of AI bot or kind of companion your use are interacting with. And one of the popular ones is called character AI. Then between learn and connect is sharing. That's what we're doing right now. We're sharing knowledge and build connections with each other. So let AI do the things, the task it's good to do, and let's focus on the unique skills, a unique experience that the human enjoy doing together. All right, now we talk about how technology has impacted us socially, emotionally. Let's talk about economic and professional impact. Again, this is slide generated by cloud. I'm trying to give you a different example how we can use AI. Like I said, cloud can generate charts with context. That's very unique. So let's look at number one in the job market. Many of you probably have experienced impact already. Companies across the country or across the globe, they are laying people off because AI can start doing the job people used to do. There's a huge job displacement. Right now, United States has about, I think, over 300 million people. About 170 million are in the workforce. And based on World Economic Forum, McKinsey's estimate, 85 million jobs, almost 50% of existing workforce or existing jobs will be replaced. But it's a sad part, but the good news is 97 million new roles will be created. So net of about 12 million new jobs will be created. We don't know what they are yet, but one example will be prompt engineering or AI product manager or AI ethicist are the new roles gaining momentum right now. And we do have a skill transformation, right? We talk about, from agricultural skill, manufacturing to service into knowledge. Now we move into the AI age. We require different skill set. Productivity gain is another big thing. The estimate we're going to gain about 40% productivity gains in companies and also in your personal use. At least for me, making the slides right now is a lot easier. Doing research, doing writing is a lot easier than before. And AI can be a very good decision support. I will not delegate any decision to AI, important decision to AI, but it can good decision support. It can be your sounding board, it can be your ideation partners, can be your devil advocate. I use AI all the time in that aspect. Let's look at sectors that will actually benefit greatly from AI. One is the healthcare. Healthcare is a labor-intensive industry, actually, both due to the aging population, not just in the United States, across the world. Actually, demand for healthcare workers and demand for healthcare services is only going to go up. And we have a shortage of nurses right now. So actually AI can take some tedious work from those healthcare workers, enable them to do, to help the patients more through the person-to-person interaction. It can also help with the healthcare diagnosis, drug discovery, and streamline the healthcare, a lot of the processes. Manufacturing is another thing with the advancement in the 3D printing and robotics. We are able to manufacture more things than before. Financial services is another sector. It's heavily digitalized already, so it can benefit from AI very easily. Entertainment is another thing. Now we don't need to spend too much time making things, right? We start entertaining more. So you will see new type of entertainment, even using AI or humanoids as a performer. I can say that in the future. We just saw that in China's Spring Festival performance. But on the other side, on economic side, GDP is going to grow, but the wealth inequality is going to widen. We talk about consolidation of the power. And people who know how to use AI or organizations who knows how to leverage AI for productivity gain will definitely succeed or outperform the individuals and the organization who don't know how to do so. And the market competition is heating up right now, really. So this is how AI will impact us economic and professionally. We can see job displacement, but we can see new roles being created every day. So what can we do about it? That's a big question in our head, right? What can I do to make us still relevant, make us not only survive, but thrive in the new AI economy? Here's actually what Gamma, this is another AI presentation generation tool told me, and it's very spot on. Here's the three things. One, we have to increase our tech literacy. This is a must-have. It's like you have to know how to use computer to get an office job. You have to know how to use cell phone right now to survive in this digital economy. Tech literacy about AI and AI tools, it now become the baseline. On top of that, you have to have adaptability. What you used to do, what your job look like today will be completely different tomorrow. You have to be able to adapt and move on to acquire new skills. And on top, most important things, we have to maintain and increase our productivity because any known routine task will be automated by AI. So long-term learning is essential for success. So let's break down. How do I start learning about AI tech literacies? Actually, the challenge is now we talk about the scarcity. We don't have a scarcity on knowledge. Actually, we have other problem is overwhelmed. There's too much information, too much knowledge, and too easy to access. The question is that how can we get started? Here, just give you some examples on the free courses. Now, even you don't have to pay for it anymore, right? There's plenty of free courses here. And there's cheat sheet on different tasks, different tools need to use. And this matrix continue to grow every day. All the major universities, all the big platform owners, they are all giving out free AI courses. And AI agents become the hot topic right now. If you want to learn about Gen AI and AI agent, here's the roadmap you can follow, and here's the list of courses you can go to. Then if you want to dive into this technology path, here's the landscape or infrastructure stack for Gen AI apps. I want to pay attention. This actually published Sapphire Venture. It's an investment firm. Then if you want interest in AI automation agents, here's the landscape published by Insight Partner, another big investment for focus on AI ventures. If now, not most of us actually want to become data scientists, good luck with that. This is when we talk about the definition of AI, and there's so many different branches of AI you can learn. This probably sounds overwhelming. It takes years or maybe your whole life to acquire. I can confidently tell you, no one knows everything about AI. It is impossible to become expert on everything. Particularly, we talk about this, the poll, majority of you are beginners. It's impossible for you to navigate all this, nor should you. You should be smarter on what makes sense, give you highest return. And here's what I'm going to tell you how to do it. First, you have to understand the rules for the AI society. We are entering into an algorithm-driven society. Everything is driven by the algorithm behind the scenes, right? If you are on LinkedIn, what news you're going to see, how many people your post can reach, what video you're going to watch on YouTube or TikTok, what news you're going to see from a news app, or when you apply a loan, are you getting approved a lot? Or even when you call in customer service, who answers you, they're all algorithm driven. You have to understand the rule has changed. You have to understand how algorithm works. So let's come back. This is not an output from a chatbot. You can get this too, but I'm going to show you the most popular platforms. Each platform follow a different type of rules. The earlier social media platform like Facebook, and let's see, another one will be mostly Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. They're based on your social connections that we started. If you AI term, I use graph, knowledge graph. The newer ones, they're based on your interest, right? So you don't have to have so many followers, but your content can really gain popularities. So if you're interested, I can share this with you. But if you want to build your personal brand, you have to really understand how each platform works and which one you want to focus on. Coming back to this AI society, this is the important slide I want you to remember. In this society algorithm, there are a group of people who focus on how to build AI solutions, including scientists and technologists. Majority of us are the users or the consumers. Users use AI tools. Consumers might interact with AI or be impacted by AI. Remember those charts I sent to you, those landscape was developed by ventures. They are investing money in AI. They have understand where they get the highest return, which sector, which type of AI product will yield higher returns. Organizations are reallocating the budget on AI from other sources. Of course, we have a group of folks focused on how to prevent AI from doing harm. It is a hot topic. So we have researchers and regulations. Most popular ones will be EU AI Act, which took place this year. And we'll have a lot of AI ethicists research on what potential harm AI can do and how to impact the society. So I give them the 4 quadrant different names called AI users, builders, sponsors, protectors, and AI leaders. Ask yourself, what do you think, what role do you play in this AI society? You may or may not realize you don't have to become an AI builder to actively participate in the AI society and succeed in it. So here's just a good example. Many of us actually, when we talk about learning AI, we're thinking about we want to get into AI as an AI builder. Even in the AI builder space, it's not homogeneous. There are many different layers in the AI builder space. This chart from Andrew who is the pioneer, right, for an AI. So in the AI builder space, you look at, are you playing the semiconductor role like NVIDIA stock is through the roof right now? Are you in the infrastructure, cloud infrastructure, AWS, Google Cloud, Azure? Or are you focused on foundational models? I think a lot of us focus on the modeling part, but you can see even in the AI builder space, modeling is only 1/5 of the tech stack. Then on top of the models, now we see what's become more popular is agentic orchestration layer. Then developers are so excited, they start building all kinds of applications, AI application on top of tech stack. There's a lot of opportunity. I heard something, there's a 30,000 plus AI tools available right now. But actually, you don't have to be an AI builder. Even in AI builder, if you're a data professional, you help make a data AI ready, you're in the AI builder space. Data governance still important. AI engineers, even UX designers, they can be in the AI builder space. But majority of us, actually, we will be in the AI user space. We use AI to improve our productivity. Most importantly, we need to figure out how to use AI to conduct business and make money. And that's the AI business consultant actually become really popular and increasing in demand right now. As a business owner, you have to, actually AI can significantly improve your productivity, empower you to be very powerful business without hiring additional specialists or additional manpower. And most of the opportunity exists in using AI in your domains. application of AI will have the most opportunity in the future. But other roles are as important. Let's go to the AI protector space. Many of you, I talk about the knowledge workers. You might be in procurement, in audit, maybe you're in legal, as economists, as social scientists. You are in the AI protector roles. You can become expert in AI-related regulations, in insurance, in healthcare, in finance, right? You can be a social scientist, study how AI impact human behavior. You can become an AI empowered therapist, even procurement, right? Right now, so many AI tools, vendors, if you versed into help AI procurement, you become in high demand, not to say risk management and even the government agencies. If you are interest investment, you can start it, like I gave you some examples. Look at the AI sectors, right? What type of investment, what type of startups, what type of platforms will yield long-term returns. You can be in corporate strategy, even in your company, your finance department, if they know how to do P&L for AI investment, right? Prioritize AI use case, calculate ROI, they will be in high demand. So this is a really a good slide I want you to remember. There's many different roles. You can work in AI, you can work with AI, you can work around the AI, and you can contribute to the success of the AI society in many different ways.
So Nan, there's a quick question. I think you pretty much answered it already. So it says that most of us are used to be called knowledge workers. What type of workers should we be called in the age of AI, which you just highlighted in that 4 quarters?
That's a good question. It depends. Like I said, you can work with AI, become an AI-powered lawyer. You can become an AI-powered accountant, right? You can become an AI-powered dentist or AI-powered doctors. You can diagnose things faster, better. Or you can become a contributor to AI success. Instead of becoming AI-powered lawyer, you can be a legal professional specializing in AI regulation, specializing in AI compliances. You can be a social scientist specializing in understanding AI's impact on humans. What other knowledge workers, if the person expand a little more, I'll touch that maybe later. Yeah, for example, I'll say accountant. Accountants are heavily rule-driven. I can say that might be impacted. Legal space already saw the impact on paralegal. Paralegals demand significantly reduced because most are entry level, and AI can read the writings, read the cases better. Now, knowledge is abundant, right? All the tools accessible, most of them are free now. You are not competing with AI anymore. Actually, you're competing with people who know how to use AI better. So what sets you apart from others in the AI age when everybody have access to all the knowledge at the fingertips? And here are 8 things I want you to remember. 1 is on question, 1 is on impact. Right now, we're not lack of answering solutions, but we lack good questions. If you know how to ask good questions, you'll get a good answer. Then AI will tell you how to do things when you have impact. So number 1, intention. We talk about everybody have a purpose, right? Only you can decide what you want to do, what your objective, what you achieve. The next is imagination. This is most important. Anything you can imagine, you can find an answer from AI. But if you don't know what's possible, AI won't tell you. Once you get all the options, like the AI is really good at generating options. But you can trust AI, but you need to verify. That's called interrogation. You have to use critical thinking. Critiquing is what they're telling me. Is that real? It's true. Over time, the AI chatbot is starting to adapt to your own styles. Particularly ChatGPT, I call it a people pleaser. I always give you very polite, very neutral answers. You don't know whether it's real or not. I do use different AI tools to challenge each other. So what a few ways you can improve interrogation, ask them to break down the reason, ask them to reason, ask them to critique their own answer, ask to list the pros and cons, or use different AI chatbot to challenge each other. When you have a consensus among several, that's probably true. And last one I want to mention is knowledge is so abundant. You can ask anything and you can answer anything, then you become overwhelmed. You don't remember anything. So what sets you apart from others actually is retention. Whether you can retain the knowledge and have that when you need it immediately, whether you internalize that, that will clearly set you apart from others. And the retention comes from focus. You focus on things important to you, retain that, then leave the rest to give that AI have it when I need it, it will be available. So you don't have to board the ocean to figure out what you need to learn. Once you know the question, you know what you want to do, then you have to drive impact in actions. The first integration into the domain, into specific context. That's only you can have, right? The similar answers, when you give I'll say some symptoms, AI might give you 3 different diagnoses, but based on your conversation with the patient or conversation with the, people you're talking to for coaching, you can judge, right? You can say, for this one, I think this is more likely to happen. Then only you can make a decision. AI can provide so many options. I will not delegate this 3 type decision to AI. One is based on value. Second, ethical decisions. Third is decision on how much risk you want to take. If you work with all the chatbots, you understand none of the chatbot want to take any risk on you. They all put the guardrails. That's called guardrails, that technical term, around the output. The last 2 is, stay the true, whether it's in AI age or non-AI age, is people who take action will stay ahead versus others who constantly asking questions but without action. So action is important. And last one, set you apart from others and also apart from AI is connections, human connections. It's less about what you know, it's about who you know and how you connect with them. So connections stay important whether in old age or in the AI age.
Nan, there are 2 questions coming in. I think one is related your comment on ChatGPT being polite. It says, actually, I feel ChatGPT does great in empathy. It's an active listener. It feels your emotion very well. So the other one is also related to this interrogation. It says, although AI is powerful, it can mislead you to wrong solution or wrong conclusion. How can you reduce or eliminate the risk?
I would say elimination may not be possible because in the other course I teach, the core of AI is models. Model come with inherent error. No model has 0 error. That's just the nature of AI models. But there's ways you can mitigate the risk. And also you have to understand what the cost of the potential error. Only you can judge that. So that's why I talk about the ways you can improve the accuracy is better structure your prompt, give more context, give more constraints, right? Be very specific what you're looking for, and they continue to challenge that. Maybe ask several different ways. Another thing people didn't understand the generative AI versus predictive AI. Predictive AI is repeatable, reproducible. Generative AI is non-reproducible. You won't be able to get the same exact answer every time. That's just the fact. So, but as you can say, are you getting consistent theme? Are you getting consistent answer from different chatbots or different AI tools? And you can challenge it. Can they reason, give you pros and cons, critique its own answer? And also you can bounce ideas against other humans. Don't just trust AI. When you talk to AI too long, you start trusting so much. That's, I'll say, a pitfall, a potential pitfall you want to avoid. Now, what does the future look like? Right, AI can do so many things and we have to change us. I want to come back to the revolution of economists. Like I say, I like psychology. So actually, I try to relate the evolution of economy to humans, the different needs, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Humans on the bottom, the physiological needs have to be met first. We have to have food, water, shelter, and clothing. right? That's why we started with agriculture industrial to solve the basic physiological needs. Then we feel secure, we feel safe. If we don't feel safe, secure, and not hungry, we won't be able to perform any higher level tasks. So once we solve that, service economy actually give you more secure safety because you're getting service from others. You feel you can somebody fall back on. Now we really vying for belonging and love, intimate relationship, friends, right? That's where knowledge economy, digital economy, and attention economy come in, right? We feel more connected, we can make more friends, we become social influencer, we have so many likes, so many hearts, and so many followers, and we feel we're important. We feel we are recognized, we're prestige. That's why we stay so much time on social media. That's why sometimes become addictive. And because we are not just, intelligent animal, we have a human sense, we have a hormones, certain reaction will generate hormones. And that's actually set us apart from machines. Machine doesn't have a biological reaction, but we do. And we can't control that. As we move up, we want to more esteem, we want self actualization, achieve our full potential. That's where intelligent economy and the future economy comes in. We don't have to memorize anything because AI can memorize that. We can automate most of things. We are aiming at the higher level, realizing our creativity, our self-expression, appreciation, recognition in the human-centric economy. As the digital economy consumes more power, we can produce more things. Environmental sustainability become important. And you can see, if you look at jobs, once related to AI, related fields, job will increase significantly. Second will be in the human-centric economy, type of jobs like home care, senior care, right? That'll be at a premium in the future. The last one will be if you work in the sustainability related industries, will be more jobs available in that area. Now, how will AI impact all the economies? You can see actually all the economies will be brought into intelligence economy or be replaced. In the agricultural, industrial, and the service, the robotics automation will make them more automated, require fewer labors, humans in those sectors. For service, knowledge economy, before we heard about SaaS, software as service. The new term is called service as software. If you want to provide tax services or accounting services, you don't go in as a person anymore. You give them software trained using your expertise, trained using your best practices. And so that's a new trend. I have a link here I can share with you later. Then for the digital attention economies, we can see more augmented, automated workflows and in creation and productionizing of personal IP. That's another new word, personal IP, personal intellectual property. That's beyond just social media influencer. And that also enable a lot of entrepreneurs, the people with one person, they can operate like a firm. It can be even other companies with teams in it because AI enabled them and augment their capability. So how can you future-proof your career? Here's the 4 different levels. Number one, I talk about domain specific. You don't need to change your lanes. You will never be able to change and become a AI builder if you are not in it. Nor do you have to stay in your lane, focus on how you add value currently. Then leverage AI and robots to improve your productivity. This will make you stand out as a good workers. What make you as highly sought after will be the top 2. You have to have good human skills. Soft skills become even more important than technical skill in the future because you make people likable. People like to hire and work and pay people they likable. And last one is you want to command the premium price. You have to build your brand, make yourself unique. So actually, there's another thing beyond human intelligence. Actually, there's talking about poly intelligence, right? I call artificial intelligence machine intelligence. We have a human intelligence, and also there's natural intelligence we haven't fully tapped into. Photosynthesis is the amazing natural intelligence. Then we call this intersection poly intelligence. That's another talk. So key takeaway from today's session is the economic revolution impact resource needs and skill demands. So future will belong to the human who are creative, who can solve complex problems. And the change is inevitable. We cannot resist to it. We can only need to learn new skills, adapt to thrive in the ever-changing world. And the world is changing faster and faster every day. We have to focus on continuous learning and innovation. So in order to do so, like I said, there's so many courses right now on tools, how to. I feel what's missing right now is explaining why things behave that way. Why do you change? How you can you find your own compass so you can navigate the fast changing world? In order so, actually I launched the AI Leadership Academy. Even though I've led the AI development, I want to ingest the psychology part of it. I am launching this course called AI Compass, Rule and Strategies for Thriving in the AI Age, with another industry top voice, Noelle Russell. If you Google her on LinkedIn or Google her, she is #1 top voice in agentic AI right now. And she's all over the place. I'm very fortunate to be able to have her come into my course. Maven is another fast growing AI enabled actually online course, a platform. What makes Maven different from other courses like Coursera, Udemy is cohort based, because we've tired of the video on-demand courses. We are vying for actual live sessions, cohort based interaction. That's why Maven actually gaining more popularity right now and command actually higher price because they're unique human skills. My course is really target mid-career professionals, non-technical leaders, and business owners. I will not teach you how to build models, but I will teach you the principle behind AI models. I will teach you principle behind AI development lifecycle, the risk governance, major players, so you can think, talk, intelligent like AI expert without going through the technical training. And once you master that, you will know, okay, what I need to learn in the future. Instead of conquer 30,000 tools, you can identify maybe 3 that works best for you. So because, I appreciate AACO's support, and also as part of Asian, I think we should be in the forefront of this revolution. So I'm giving $100 discount to the first 10 AACO webinar attendees because you are here today. You can scan this QR code and register course right now. The course starts from April to May. So in 1 month, you can think, talk intelligently as AI leader with all the knowledge from me and Noelle, 40 plus years leading, enterprise AI in the Fortune 100 companies. So you're getting that knowledge really fast. Another thing I want to say is after this webinar, we're going to send out a survey. So either if you want to be the first 10 attendees register, you get the discount. If you are willing to fill the survey, because we value your feedback, I will also give you a different discount once you complete the survey.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Nan. Thank you for the, the future, the opportunity to further the understanding in AI to build the competitive edge. So there are 2 more questions. They are big questions. That's why
Okay.
I did not ask you earlier. The first one is says, do you think the US is losing edge in AI agent development to China, considering DeepSeek has been integrated into all the large companies in China to build corporate user case AI tool, and the first AI agent menace targeting everyday individual use of AI?
Yeah, this is a wonderful question. Actually, Forbes has, I just saw an article from Forbes. In the United States, the company moving forward with AI fast, but 85% of workers are not ready or not aware of AI impact. Another one they quoted is in terms of readiness, willingness to adopt. India and China at 75 to 80%, US only at 34%. There is a huge difference there. I would say in terms of AI innovation, right, pushing the boundary on the better performing models, better technology, AI, US is still leading. But in terms of AI application, I talk about the majority of opportunity existing application domain, China is leading the way. To be honest, actually, I attended some courses taught from China. I got up 6 a.m. every day for a week to learn the course. And they're cheap, they're free, not free, they're cheap, they're very effective, they focus on application. That's why I'm bring this course in, because in US, most of the classes right now, and most talk about how to convert you become data scientists, teach you, deep learning, reinforcement learning, machine learning, and you don't need to do that. When I was leading the team, I focused on those technical details too. Until I started become a user, I say, wow, the impact is much bigger than I expected. So Chinese consumers, Chinese government, they focus on application, focus on adoption. They focus on how to translate into business improvement, into economic value. I do see actually they are taking a lead in that aspect. And also, I think you have to look at the infrastructure. US, I would say more enterprise-led. So most of AI development right now and money is in the enterprise AI. But in China, they focus on consumer application, AI applications. And everybody has a cell phone. And they're teaching ordinary citizens, ordinary consumer how to use AI to empower themselves, improve productivity.
Thank you so much, Nan. I think there are more questions coming in. I want to ask the other big question next. Dennis has been very patiently waiting. So what he's saying is that what if we underestimate the power of AI? Visionaries are they are way more concerned, such as Elon Musk, and authors such as Yuval Noah Harari, who has written really popular books such as Homo Deus, Nexus. So what's your thought on that?
I agree. There is potential danger there. That's why I cover a quadrant called AI protectors. We not just need some people, we need equal footage there, equal power there to understand how we protect AI, prevent it from doing harm. One potential thing is actually, if we think about how we think about right now rely on AI, how many AI tools we have right now, chatbot we use, ChatGPT maybe takes 50-75% of the market share, which means 50 to 75% people are consuming the same type of thinking, same type of information, right? It's actually a little dangerous, actually reduce our diversity of thinking and the type of information. If there's a bias there, the bias got magnified even more and very quickly. And the second is the autonomous agents, right? If we go too deep into the automation without really understand how we can control, how we pull the plug, if the robots, can starting actually manage themselves, starting deviating from the original design, they can have a catastrophic impact. That's a little unmanageable right now. But you can even ask some of the chatbot to say what can happen. What happened right now is actually they put some guardrail in place. They prevent them from giving out dangerous advice, but there's a way to hack it.
Okay.
It is a real concern. That's why responsible AI is as important as advancement in AI technology and development. And all of us has a role in that. That's why in my slides, interrogation is important. You can trust, but have to verify, have to challenge it. And when we design system, we have to say, how do we have AI? We have human in the loop. In the AI system, actually, it's not, when we calculate the ROI, don't just look at the productivity or benefits, look at the cost of error. How we handle when something goes wrong.
Sounds good. That's a very good answer. Thank you. I think Jenny Wang has raised her hand. I will let her talk and ask the question. And then we need to watch our time. We are at 8:42. So do you want me to pull up the last poll, the exit poll?
No, exit poll is afterwards.
Okay. Jenny, do you want to ask your question?
Or if you can pull the poll on the screen, that's fine too. Then while I'm answering the question.
Okay, let me share.
You know what? Yeah, you can do that. Jenny, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, let me go with the next question from Hongmei. So she's wondering, can you give some classes on how to generate educational videos? And also, she talked about there is a lot of misinformation, disinformation on AI. How can you make sure that information you get is accurate? I think you more or less touched on that already.
Yeah, so I will say I'm not like the how to do things. There are hundreds of thousands of YouTube videos. There's people on TikTok, all have social media teaching, even if it's for Chinese users in Red Notes, right? There's in TikTok, so many people teaching how to do things. We're not short of how to do things, and the tools come and goes. No one can be an expert in all of the tools. So you have to pick and choose, number one, which one you feel most comfortable with. Right. Second, also you can choose the free version versus the paid version. Third, you can have a strategy on I want to double down and really master one thing and you make best of it, or a few, 1, 2, 3, or do we want to use all of them? Actually, Hong, I sent you, since I'm sharing screen, I wrote a blog on the comparison of all the different major chatbots and how I use it and the pros and cons of each one. I give each one a name. For example, ChatGPT is the people pleaser. It's actually Gemini as a corporate consultant. If you want, right? It has multimodal consultant. Grok is the rebel. It's pretty sharp, stubborn, and give you different perspective. And Perplexity is scholar. It use search, so will not deviate or making anything. So different tools have a different use. Do you want to use specialized tool for like video editing, or do you want to use Manus? Right? We have multi-agents system, and you can do all your workflow in one tool. There's no right or wrong answer. Now, what I can tell you is in the future, there should be consolidation of the apps. They're just way too many for us. It's like a .com bubble all over again. You will see consolidation of the tools. One is the major players starting to offer more functionality, which we see already right now. For example, cloud specializing in coding, it's really good. If you look at Gemini's, they are able to integrate with Google Suites. With ChatGPT, they have GPTs that include the third-party services. And every tool starting specialize in certain areas. And I can say major platforms started integrating and making them seamless on their platform. Canva would be another example. Even right now, a PowerPoint presentation, there's so many AI tools. I can say they will be consolidated in the future. Otherwise, impossible to jump from one tool to another. Like human, we don't like to do that. It's not a good customer experience.
Okay, should we use the last one to wrap up?
Sure. Jenny still has her hand up.
Yeah, she's maybe she's having trouble unmuting. So let's move on with the next one. This one actually is from Hongmei. How will AI impact college education? Do students still need to go to college in the future?
I think that's a question beyond I can answer. I would say how we learn will change. Even currently in college, I have a freshman in college. Classroom is not the only place they can learn, right? Even in high school, I mean, my kids watch YouTube, watch Khan Academy more. They don't have a textbook anymore. So I will say, and requirement for memorization will decrease in the future for sure, because knowledge abundant. But I talk about knowledge abundant, but retention is a problem. You need to know what's important to you, be really good at one domain. Another thing for now, college, I think two things. One is not just for learning. Second is social interaction and growth. That's where youth become independent individual. They're growing in, I'll say, you're not pushing them directly into society as independent worker yet. So they have the transition, they can interact with other youth. The social, emotional, psychological benefit of campus, I think that's still good. Third one will be building networks, building relationships. I can say in college, even high school right now, we focus less on textbook learning. We focus on more experiential learning. I've seen college have they call it practicum. They're inviting industries onto campus. They have more joint collaboration, more internship, right? So like I said, knowledge will be replaced by AI, but people who know how to use AI will stay ahead with people who don't. And across the company, US, I've talked to people, students and faculties in college. Some faculties, they really advocate using it. You just use it. For example, my daughter attended UT Austin. They give students Perplexity Pro for free. They want them to use research. Other institutions, they prohibit using AI for plagiarism because they make them think lazy. So there's no right answer or wrong answer, but I think at a certain level, we need exposure. People need to expose to AI, but they also have to do the hard work to retain the knowledge and have that fluency. Most important thing I want to call out here is AI has knowledge, but the knowledge doesn't belong to you. It belongs to AI. When you ask, you get it. When you step away from chatbot, you lose it because you don't retain it. It's like, I play tennis, right? You cannot just become a great tennis player by watching videos, watching TV play tennis. You have to practice it. So you used to have a practice how to use AI, practice in your domain so you become fluent. And you have your unique point of view that is different from AI because AI can only give you average answer. That's just nature of AI models.
Now we have a couple more questions here. One is which jobs for mid-level professionals are in high demand in the AI age? The other is, can you use AI to manage stock investment?
Well, AI has been used in trading for a long time, may not be generative AI, but other form of AI, right? Using mathematical model, that's an early stage of AI. In there already.
Okay.
Jobs, I would say every jobs can contribute the success of AI. For example, if you're HR, you can help with organization adoption. You can help with learning and development. You can help with org design when AI become part of the workforce, right? What else? If you are product development, right? How to integrate AI in your product. If you are project managers, you can use AI to become more proficient, more productive. Mid-career, like I say, my advice is don't try to start from scratch. Try to become data scientist again. Even data scientists, we demand for that may not be as high as we see even what happened to software engineers. But leverage what you have because you exist for a reason, because there's demand and you provide value. How can you use AI to make yourself more efficient and stand out from others? Or use your skills to make AI a better solution, right? Prevent AI from doing harm.
All right, sounds good. So let's wrap up. Nan, do you want me to play the poll?
Sure. Let me stop sharing.
Can everybody see it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. Please fill out the poll. If you have additional questions, you can put in the last box there, other feedback. We can look at the poll and provide answer if appropriate.
Oh, somebody said they can't access articles through the link.
Yes, I tried, I got 4-3 error.
Oh, you get an error too? Okay.
Yes.
Let me see if this one works. It's the same. Post. Oh, mine's longer. Okay, let's see that. I can also post.
This one works. Yes.
This one works. Okay, thank
Mhm.
you. I will also post this one if people want to know the. Oh, this doesn't work. It's an image. Okay, it doesn't allow me to paste here. Yeah, if people want, you can find me on LinkedIn. You can follow me or I'll give you my email address. You can send me email.
So I'm going to put Nan's LinkedIn profile here.
I'll put in the chat. Here's my LinkedIn profile. Oh, that didn't. Oh, thank you. Yours works. And I will also put Noelle's, and she's very difficult to to get. She's very busy, but she is a trailblazer. She built. She's original builder for Amazon Alexa, and she's built over 100 different applications over time. So I'm super excited. Actually, she's willing to teach the course with me.
That's awesome. Can you also post your analytic link over in the chat?
Which one?
Yeah, your Medium blog.
Yeah, I posted there.
It's working there. I can see it.
Oh, analytic linking. Okay.
Yeah, I posted there. Yeah, if people interested in any of the content, I can share with you in my media post. There are other articles. For example, I also wrote a blog about can AI detect AI writings, where I use a cloud generate articles and test all the other general AI chatbots as well as specialized AI detection tools, and it got me actually now answers. It's pretty interesting.
Awesome. I think I am only seeing a couple of 18 feedbacks so far. Very good. Please keep it coming. Thank you for spending the evening with us. We know that everybody's time is very precious. Really appreciate if you can provide us with feedback to help us to get better in the future. We'll really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please follow us on Facebook. It's AAC Ohio. And we always post very updated information on all of our events and the upcoming events. Thank you.
There's one quick question. Is there any certificates on the market for software developer to become an AI builder, or other certificates?
Like I said, in the AI quadrant, there's no one AI builder, right? Are you building infrastructure? Are you building models? Are you building agentic workflow? Are you building applications? So there are many different things. Actually, in the Noelle's, she has his own AI builder community. She does offer AI builder certificate that's focused on application building. You can also get different certificate as also AI model builder, for example, deep learning.ai, Andrew, he offer, and you can get certificate from that. There are a few other free courses. For example, I took Kaggle's GenAI 5-day intensive challenges that give you overall. So depending on you want to broad understanding or do you want to hands-on on specific ones. There are so many certificates right now. I would say real projects, real experience beat certificates, because certificates will become outdated so soon. Now, I would say what worthwhile is you on the certificate on the major platforms like AWS, GCP, or Azure. Particularly for targeting, there's two different routes right now. One is enterprise AI. So you want to get certificates on the major hyperscalers because every platform works differently. I work on all of them. It's a challenge even for me. We have to start over again when we change platforms. So if you want to target big companies, enterprise AI, then get a certificate. I'll say AWS, AI. They probably have. I forgot what's the name. Azure has a lot of free courses. GCP is not an upcomer. If you focus on the consumer, small business owner side, there's so many AI applications. That space is very fragmented. It doesn't worthwhile to get a certificate on using specific AI tools because those tools will be consolidated pretty soon. Another thing I would say worthwhile is there are a few places offer responsible AI certificates. If you focus on AI protector space, that'd be a good place to get.
I'm sure your course will talk about this as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, on my course, I'll cover all the major steps. Then you decide which one is good for you. Where's my course? I'm trying to find the link.
Yeah, it'll be helpful if you have the direct link there.
How long did I send you? Let me find that. The discount link. Do you have any other questions? While I am searching for it. Okay, I found it. This is the AACO webinar discount link. I'll put in the chat.
I did see Gary put a message there. Gary said it was an impressive overview. Thank you. Gary is one of the Asian American executives in Ohio, from Ohio, early pioneer in data science area. So very good. Thanks, Gary, for joining us. Another question is, Harry asked if everybody's using the same AI to try to get us answer for one question, does that help the human society to be more uniform or similarly misinformed?
There's a pros and cons, but I believe actually in diverse thought more. There's a dangerous if you get the same answer. Actually, you won't. The AI, how they design the application right now, actually over time, it will adapt or customize to your own uniqueness. So actually, the more you use a chatbot, you feel it actually starting talking more like you. And you can train that way too. So in the future, everybody is still carrying your own, they will carry your own, I don't know, GPT or own AI models with them. You can train them how to speak like them. So Jin-Shen Wang, the CEO of NVIDIA, he has his own. He said it's so easy. He uploaded all his prior speeches. Then just ask his bot, right? I'm delivering the speech at this level. Write one for me that speak like me. And he loves it. So NVIDIA's GTC conference is next week. I think Jin-Shen Wang's open keynote speech is free and available virtually online. So you can search NVIDIA GCT next week.
Well, that's pretty good.
Awesome. Let me end the poll and let's take a look. Share results.
No, we don't both share the poll. That's for us.
Okay. I think
but I appreciate anybody answer that poll, and we will send a post-webinar email survey after this.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I think most people have left. So why don't we end the webinar and call you a night?
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nan, for taking the time to talk to everybody. We'll upload so for people who are still around, we'll upload the link to YouTube and then share with an email to you. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye now.